Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFMCJams.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WFMCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
We're live on the radio tonight with Brian Howell, WFMCJams.com. Brian donates his time and comes in. Does this for the songwriters, so y'all be sure to give him a big thank you. So anyways, we're going to get the show started. We got a great lineup tonight. Starting us out, we have Jennifer Vasquez and Caroline Dare, Ray Giles.
All right, here we go. So this is a new one that Kelly Johnston and I wrote, and it's called Even If You Don't. You ready to give up? You didn't think it'd be this hard. Well, I don't know what the future holds, but I know you hold my heart. I'm not afraid to hold on. I'm giving us my all. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, even if you don't. When you're self-doubting, beating yourself up, think back to where you started. Oh, look how far you've come. The joy is in the journey. You're stronger than you know. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Even if you don't. Well, I'm not afraid to take chances or walk in the unknown. Every day I don't give up is another day I've won. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's either show up or go home. I believe it. I believe it. Oh, I believe it. Even if you don't. Oh, there's magic in our dreams. Hope waiting to come out. Our tears are just blessings to keep our feet on the ground. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Even if you don't. I can see it. I can see it. Oh, I see it. Even if you don't.
Jennifer Vasquez.
Thanks.
And here's Caroline Dare.
Hi, I'm Caroline Dare. I'm 17. I'm from Greenville, North Carolina. And, all right, so this first one that I'm gonna play, there was a guy used to talk to, and then he ghosted me for no reason, and I was very bitter about it. So I'm gonna let this song speak for itself. This is called Over That. Sometimes I wonder why he cut the ties and said goodbye. He left me behind without a reason why, and I think of it all the time. I'm tired of being confused about what caused him to do what he did to me without any warning. So why should I care so much about someone who never cared enough, never opened up? Is it too much to ask? I'm over that, over that. When the sun is down and I'm still up, I'm gonna wanna talk to someone, but he never texts me back. And I'm over that, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm over that. Yeah, he has let me down too many times now, and now he's never around. I'm tired of being confused about what caused him to do what he did to me without any warning. So why should I care so much about someone who never cared enough, never opened up? Is it too much to ask? I'm over that, over that. When the sun is down and I'm still up, I'm gonna wanna talk to someone, but he never texts me back. And I'm over that, yeah. Maybe he just lost the feelings, or maybe they've been disappearing and drifting away. Silly me, I thought he'd stay. Is there another girl he's talking to who writes much better songs than I do and sings him to sleep like he used to sing to me? Maybe he never liked me back. Maybe he hates my cat, whatever. I'm over that, 'cause I love my cat more than I loved him, and now I know that I don't need to depend on someone else. And I'm over that, and I'm not someone to push around. I won't let him break me down, 'cause I'm over that, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I'm over that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm over that, over that.
Caroline Dare.
Thank you.
Good job, Caroline. And here is Ray Giles.
Thank you. So always sits there and has to listen to two songs like that, and you're sitting there. 6 times I've changed my mind what I'm going to start with. So. And I'm just going to go this way with an old school song that I just recently wrote. So. If you're not part of where I'm going, or should I even wonder why? Why should I care if the road is right or wrong? Why should I care if I live or die? When a heart gets broke, it don't mean the fire's gone. Takes two to love, but what if one grows cold? Without a fire inside, it's an empty home. no warmth to keep you from feeling alone. I don't want to write another sad song. Well, I don't want to hurt another day. Another story about a love that's gone wrong. Why can't they end a better way? The look in your eyes don't say the fire's gone. They say you want to hold me close tonight. Well, I don't want to write another sad song, 'cause I ain't ready to say goodbye. Well, I keep trying to tell my heart to let you go wasn't meant to be. I just can't stop this heart from making. 'Cause girl, it just won't let me sleep. I think of his word, he said, walk alone. Loving only God, but if you must give in to temptation, take yourself a wife. It's better than losing your soul to lust. Well, I don't want to write another sad song. Well, I don't want to hurt another day. Another story about a love that's gone wrong. Why can't they end a better way? The look in your eyes don't say the fire's gone. They say you want to hold me close tonight. Well, I don't want to write another sad song, 'cause I ain't ready to say goodbye. I'm never gonna write another sad song, 'cause I ain't never gonna say goodbye.
Ray Giles.
All right, thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you. All right, come on.
That was some good old country.
That was nice. I like that.
Y'all be sure to tell them if you got CDs or anything.
No.
Oh, you're on it.
No, I haven't recorded in a while.
Here's Jennifer.
All right, so the next one I'm going to do, it's called I Believe, and I just want to give a shout out to Lainey Ford for having me. She had me on Lightning 100 to do this song, so that was great. And then I just found out yesterday, Aspen Beat Radio played this as well, so I figured let's celebrate the song. So it's just basically about really, the more you give, the more I give, the more I receive. That's what I feel, and I feel life is all about just contribution, and that's pretty much what this song is about. It's just like living your life and then recognizing it really is all about contribution. Larry Marciano and I wrote this. There was a time when I was stuck, didn't know where to begin. There was a time when I was lost in life and lacking within. And when I found myself broken down, nowhere left to go, I surrendered, I asked for help from something greater than myself. I believe all the more I give, the more I receive. I believe I hold the key and that will set me free. I believe I hold the key, no one can stop me but me. I believe. Now you may be judging, doubting what I just said, and it's all fine. I'm not here to change the thoughts in your head, but I know everything I want, whatever it may be, is guided by love, truth, and clarity. I believe, oh, the more I give, the more I receive. I believe I hold the key and that will set me free. I believe I hold the key, no one can stop me but me. I believe. Well, I can see the light, chaos can't touch me tonight. I'll embrace the fall, I am willing to crawl. I will win the fight, humility holds on tight in this moment. For all time I believe. I believe, oh, the more I give, the more I receive. I believe I hold the key and that will set me free. I believe I hold the key, no one can stop me but me. I believe.
Jennifer Vasquez. Here's Caroline Dare.
All right, so I've shared my music with a lot of people online, and I just want to shout out Mackenzie. She drove 9 hours to see me play, and she found me on the internet. And there are a few of you out here who's come and seen me from the internet, and it's just a crazy place. But this next one that I'm gonna do, I posted online, and a lot of people just seemed to really connect with it. I wrote this when I was 15, when I was going through a very low point in my life where everything around me just seemed very dreary, and I don't know. But I had been wanting to write a song about, depression and anxiety for, a while, at that time. And during that low point, this was the only song I was able to write. But this is called Waterfall. No one knows what it's like when tension creeps up your spine. No one can see the demons inside. No one feels the waging war that takes place in your mind. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I can express myself through songs. Even though I'm confused about my feelings, I know I'm afraid to get things wrong, and it tears me down to pieces, to the point where I start believing. And to you, my problems seem very small, But to me, my world's crashing down like a waterfall, and nothing's fine at all. No one knows how hard I try to get back up, but I fail every single time. It's not easy for me to get things right, 'cause the next thing I know, I'm slowly losing my mind. And it tears me down to pieces, to the point where I start believing. And to you, my problems seem very small, but to me, my world's crashing down like a waterfall, and nothing's fine at all. Oh, oh, oh. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. And it tears me down to pieces, to the point where I start believing. And to you, my problems seem very small, but to me, my world's crashing down like a waterfall. And it tears me down to pieces, to the point where I start believing. And to you, my problems seem very small, but to me, my world's crashing down like a waterfall, and nothing's fine at all.
Caroline Dare.
Thank you.
And here's Ray Giles.
All right, this one here is started by, I usually don't talk a whole lot about my songs, because I figure if I wrote them correctly, I shouldn't have to say anything and let you think yourself. But it was kind of a cool story. A friend from London, Ontario, Canada, and we just chatted online most of the time and everything else, and something escalated, and I said, I'm a guy, okay? So if you can't tell, and I will speak things that are just as stupid can be, and say them before I can stop. And one day I found out she was really a Cinderella, so this is this song here. I looked at your pictures just the other day. I read your words even though I already know what they say. I still catch my breath, wondering if I saw a clue. You talk about a prince, and would he ask you to dance? Would he stand up beside you, and would he take one more chance? Could those words be for me? 'Cause you see, I'm scared to ask you to. 'Cause when I last talked to you, I said a lot of bad things. I could have tried to make it right, but I had to make it sting. My foolish pride got in the way of the right things to say to you. Now I stand here so close, right next to you. I want to look you in the eyes. I want to say I love you, but I don't know if it's time, 'cause I'm afraid of what those words might do. Will they make you run? Will they make you hide? Will they bring you to tears? Will they make you cry? Should I take that chance, or should I just let it go? Should I just look in your eyes and reach out for you? Would you push me away, or would you reach for me too? By the way, is this your glass shoe? Ooh. Well, I just looked and I smiled as I turned and walked away. Did I see a look in your eyes? Did I see a smile on your face as I stand by myself at the other side of the room? And then the band played a song. It was a song we used to hear. Well, I gotta reach for some courage, overcome my foolish fear. Take my chance right now and walk right over to you. Will I make you run? Will I make you hide? Will I bring you to tears? Will I make you cry? Should I take that chance or should I just let it go? Should I just look in your eyes and reach out for you? Would you push me away or would you reach for me too? By the way, is this your glass shoe? Ooh, is this your glass shoe? Ooh.
Ray Giles.
Thank you, thank you.
We got one more from Jennifer Quiz.
Thanks everyone for being here. You guys rock, both of you, lady and guy. Thanks Debbie for always being awesome. So this last song, I do have CDs available online. You can buy them, you know, as hard copies. I still haven't gotten rid of the hope that some people like hard copies. So I have a new album that's out called Rediscovering Me, which I believe was on. I have a bunch more albums online and a bunch of singles and stuff. So come talk to me if you're interested. And this is a brand new song. It's called Wrinkle in Time. So when I was little, my favorite book of all time was Wrinkle in Time, and then the movie came out, and I was like, I don't know if they could do a better job than that book. So I wrote this song before that, but kind of like kept tweaking it. So it's basically it's about people and all of us that go through so much in our lives similar to what you're talking about, whether it's, you know, abuse, depression, just everything in life that happens. And, you know, we have this tendency to build it all inside and then just think that we can't go live our lives. We stop ourselves. And so I just thought of this concept of like, it's just a blink. It's just a wrinkle in time. Don't take it personally, as hard as it is, because we do have one life to live and we really need to live it. So this was kind of my like, you know, listen, it's time to move forward. You gotta live. It's just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a wrinkle in time. Ooh. So mama won't forgive herself. She can't even admit it. You've been left there all alone, wanting her to deliver an apology. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a wrinkle in time. Take a deep breath, release it from your mind. 'Cause your heart can't go on when the rhythm inside is gone. It's just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a wrinkle in time. What's outside anymore? Don't you think it's time to break through that wall? 'Cause it's just a wrinkle in time. Take a deep breath, release it from your mind. 'Cause your heart can't go on when the rhythm inside is gone. It's just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a wrinkle in time. Ooh. You've been trying to put together all these pieces to your puzzle. They ain't never gonna fit. There's no reason, there's no rhyme to it. It's just a wrinkle in time. Take a deep breath, release it from your mind. 'cause your heart can't go on when the rhythm inside is gone. It's just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, it's just a wrinkle in time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a wrinkle in time. Ooh.
Jennifer Vasquez. And we got one more from Caroline Dare.
Thanks so much for coming out and listening tonight. Once again, my name is Caroline Dare. If you liked what you heard, all my music is available digitally, everywhere digitally, like iTunes, Spotify, wherever you buy or stream your music. Just search Caroline Dare and you should find me. Alright, so this last one that I'm going to do is off my first EP. And this one's called Make It Part of the Dance. And I co-wrote this one with my guitar teacher, Eric Halbig. I hope you don't mind me asking, but you don't seem like yourself. I don't need to know what happened, or if you want some help. I may not have the answers, but if you need someone to listen, you don't need a friend to understand. You need a friend who's right there in it. The world's not gonna start spinning if you step back like you're not in it. It always looks a little different when you look at it from the outside. It's gonna be alright, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Something good will come out of that trouble. When everything goes wrong, just stand back and laugh. When you stumble, make it part of the dance. I'll be the one who has your back when you trip over your feet. I will be the one to catch you and get you back on beat. The world's not gonna stop spinning if you step back like you're not in it. It always looks a little different when you look at it from the outside. It's gonna be alright, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Something good will come out of that trouble. When everything goes wrong, just stand back and laugh. When you stumble, make it part of the dance. Make it part of the dance. The world's not gonna stop spinning if you step back like you're not in it. It always looks a little different when you look at it from the outside. It's gonna be alright, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Something good will come out of that trouble. When everything goes wrong, just stand back and laugh. When you stumble, make it part of the dance. When you stumble, make it part of the dance.
Caroline Deere.
Thank you.
And we got one more from Ray Giles.
No, I don't have any. I said I don't have no CDs, and actually, what it is, they're packed away in storage because I'm between moves and so on, and it would take me forever to take any of them out. But I used to just tell people just go online and take them, and you would just find Danny. You can still go on YouTube and look up Ray Giles, Giles, like Giles County, Tennessee.
Hey Ray,
Yeah.
before you start, is the Buckleys here? Is Sarah Grace here? Okay, never mind. Ray Giles.
But Jim Payne is here. I can see him back there. Rick
Yes.
standing right by him.
He's
I'm
our
like,
featured
hey,
writer.
guy. We were
He's
just,
our featured
I'll
writer
say it.
tonight.
And there's a great plate of food sitting over here right there, and I'm just watching. I watched it go all the way across, and if she finishes that, I'm going to have to order her plate before I get done because it looks delicious. Yes? Okay, thank you. But this is the first song I ever played with Debbie Champion and the songwriter. It's about 112 years ago, but you can go on YouTube and find all my stuff, like I said before, and something happened. I got hacked on one of the big writer sites, and all my songs disappeared. They're just totally gone. So until I get back in the studio and re-record some and put them in there, plus I have to re-record this one. Anybody have any weddings to go to this summer? Because they're usually on Saturdays. And I wrote this song, and I said it's kind of the groom's perspective of what it feels like to wake up alone on that Saturday morning because you can't see your bride until you walk down that aisle. And it goes like this. Well, I reach over to my pillow and I hold you so tight. Right there by my side, your eyes sparkle in the light. I hear whispers so soft another morning as I wake. I say I love you to that pillow and my heart begins to ache. Well, thoughts of you and hopes to touch you, though today I'll have to wait. I promise I will soon walk with you side by side as I sleep late. I know today we're getting married, so I'll just hold tight and sigh. Another Friday dream is over. Saturday morning butterflies. Saturday morning butterflies fluttering all through me inside. Saturday morning butterflies, I wanna fly with you tonight. Well, I drink my first cup of coffee as I sit down in my chair. I pick up my favorite picture, one of you, and I just stare. I wanna reach out and touch you, I wanna hold you in my arms. I wanna feel you close beside me, I wanna taste your precious charm. So I walk out on the front porch, it's such a beautiful day. The sunlight shining in the blue sky, a few soft clouds along the way. A new fawn sleeps out in the pasture, his mother looks right in my eyes. She seems to know what I'm feeling. Saturday morning butterflies. Saturday morning butterflies fluttering all through me inside. Saturday morning butterflies, I wanna fly with you tonight. Saturday morning butterflies, fly me home with her tonight. Saturday morning butterflies. God bless you all. Thank you, everything. Thank you, Debbie Champion. Thank you, Commodore.
And thank you, Ray Giles. Great job. Ray Giles, Caroline Thayer, and Jennifer Vasquez. Okay, coming up next, we have Fizz, Eric Ward, and Richard Triss. Y'all coming up.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFMCJams.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFMCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at WFMCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday of every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Get my guitar.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to...
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grille on NSR Live.
And Richard Triss.
All right, I guess I'll start this thing off. Welcome to Nashville. We all have to have a story about the songs. I'll just tell you, I wrote this the day after they sold Anheuser-Busch to the Belgium company InBev. My friend is a St. Louis boy, Jeff Batson, and he was tore up. My wife was an employee of Anheuser-Busch, and she was tore up. So we had to write it out about America getting sold one big brand after another. You can sing along, you rednecks. My woman says I'm insensitive. She hardly ever sees me cry. But I got choked up when Dad's old step-side truck finally died. It didn't hurt my feeling when those Wall Street villains lost Beamers and beachfront house. But me and the boys cried in our beer all night when Budweiser got bought out. Strong as an 18-wheeler hauling Pittsburgh steel, tough as hide on an Arkansas Razorback bore, tried and true as a red, white, and blue. I was raised to fight and stand for the American dream, losing steam and starting to fall apart. Breaks my redneck heart. Yeah, that's what you gotta sing along with me now. Breaks my redneck heart. Come around again, trust me. I think Gretchen Wilson ought to sing this. I don't get chick flicks and my skin's a little thick, but my ticker's in the right place. Well, it sure stopped beating when old Earnhardt Sr. hit the wall in his last race. Some people think that I don't care, 'cause I never sweat the small stuff. But a flag-draped coffin of a brave young soldier always tears me up. Strong as an 18-wheeler hauling Pittsburgh steel, tough as hide on an Arkansas Razorback bore, tried and true as a red, white, and blue. I was raised to fight and stand for, but the American dream, losing steam and starting to fall apart. Breaks my redneck heart. Breaks my redneck heart. Yeah. Yeah, it breaks my redneck heart. Yeah. We're gonna make them sing with us now. See if I can touch a nerve. Well, they closed up the county co-op out on Route 41. You ready? Breaks my redneck heart. My favorite AM station made its last transmission. breaks my redneck heart. Yeah, when they close down the Pontiac GTO line, breaks my redneck heart. We have to defend the Second Amendment again and again. Breaks my redneck heart. And see an old yeller die for the 100th time. Yeah, that still breaks my redneck heart. Yeah, it breaks my redneck heart. Breaks his redneck heart. Yes, it does. Breaks my redneck heart.
Richard Trias.
Thank y'all. I
And
always
his bands.
appreciate the help.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I was not supposed to be playing tonight. I found out, like, in the last song of the last round that I was up, and I had to go get my guitar out of my car, and I was all out of breath. By the way, there's a picture of you floating around Twitter as we speak to my 51,000 followers. Yes. At Pez1963. For those of you who might think I might look a little familiar, might recognize me as a homeless guy on the TV show Nashville. Anyway, this is a sort of love song. Well, they say that love is a splendid thing, and it brings all joy to your life. Yeah, it's all poetry, arts and flowers, puppy dogs. Yeah, that's right. But they never tell you the little details that are hidden in the fine print. Now, if you want to know if your love is true, just listen, then sing along. Now, if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. If you haven't wanted to strangle your dearly beloved. 'Cause all of us have our last nerve, and then if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. Yeah, if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. Now Alice, she married her high school sweetheart, and she loves him truly. But he's got a few little annoying habits that gotta be changed real soon. Then came the night where she sat down, but the seat, it wasn't there. And in that moment is when Alice decided that she'd sing along. Now, if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. If you haven't wanted to strangle your dearly beloved. 'Cause all of us have our last nerve, and then if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. If you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. Now Ralphie, he loves his wife truly, though she's a little bit needy. She wants to talk about their relationship and his feelings. Now the last time she wanted to do that was during the Super Bowl game. And as Ralphie missed, well, that game went in play, he decided he'd sing along. Now if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. If you haven't wanted to strangle your dearly beloved. 'Cause all of us have our last nerve, and then if you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. If you ain't thought of murder, you ain't been in love. Yeah, you ain't thought of murder, then you ain't been in love.
Pez.
Thank you,
There's
Debbie.
Eric Ward.
Thank you, Debbie. I wanted to play this last weekend with Memorial Day, but my car overheated, so wasn't able to make it. So I want to. had a Civil War rifle hanging on the wall. A little family history for all to see. Uncle fought in Vietnam, left his wife and kids home. Many men made the sacrifice from every walk of life. My granddad was World War I. Granddad was World War II. Our hearts bleed red, white, and blue. Miles of mud on the boots, through rain, sleet, and snow. Boys turning into men, some never to be seen again. Eating things that made them sick, by the will to survive. Fighting for their lives every day and night. Her granddad was World War I. Granddad was World War II. Our hearts bleed red, white, and blue. Patriot fighter, story be told. That flag's been a-flying since the days of war. A lot of men have fallen, died on the battlefield. To hear the flags are flying and the dream is real. Great granddad was World War I. Granddad was World War II. Our hearts bleed red, white, and blue. Thank you, guys. Thanks,
Eric Ward. And here's Richard Trask.
This might be a little older. Wrote this with a couple of ladies that made me go watch a movie called Old School starring Will Ferrell. You know that movie? He played a character called Frank the Tank who liked to drink beer, you know. Jack was the first to tie the knot with Dixie the Delta debutante. Her friends mourned the loss of their fearless leader. When he said I do, he swore he would get rid of 12-pack Jack for good. The road to the doghouse is paved with good intentions. Yeah, he's a victim of beer pressure, can't just say no. When the boys are at the bar and the game is on, 'cause his old buddy Wiser and those Hank Jr. songs pouring on the beer pressure and steering him wrong. Yeah, that's right. Well, Dixie walked in and the music stopped. 12-pack Jack had just been caught. She grabbed him by the ear and headed for the door. He said, baby, I know I blew it again, but somehow one turned into 10. Just about then somebody yelled, last call. But he's a victim of peer pressure, can't just say no. He said, baby, one more round before we go. You meet my old buddy Wiser and hear those Hank Jr. songs pouring on the beer pressure and steering him wrong. Yeah. Yeah, he's a victim of beer pressure. This goes to show you can't take the good old out of a good old boy, 'cause his old buddy Wiser and those Hank Jr. song, pulling on peer pressure and steering him wrong. Yeah, his old buddy Wiser. Y'all help me on this one? Buddy Wiser. Hank Jr. song. You got it, brother. That's it. Yeah, putting on that peer pressure. Yeah. Now, is that so wrong? Come on, tell me about it. I don't think so. Sometimes we gotta pop a top and let that pressure out. Peer pressure. Woo!
Richard Trias.
Way to go. Thank you. I pulled one on you that time.
Here's Biz.
Okay, so I guess this pass is the subject. Sinning is kind of the topic for this pass.
Alcohol.
Oh, alcohol.
It's country music.
I don't have an alcohol song, believe it or not. But I do have this one, and this is not a true story, but it was inspired by actual events. For those of you keeping score at home now, 12 times, because it happened again last night. Well, I met you at the fairgrounds on that faithful night. Your friends had left you high and dry. You were stuck for a ride. I said, I got a car, won't you come inside? Where you going? You smiled and said, Jolton. Well, that ride home turned out to last 7 nights. I fell in love with you, oh, that is right. But then you started telling me about your lifestyle and being polyamory. And I got them Cheatham County blues. Love you from your hair down to your shoes. But for one you won't be true. Got them Cheatham County blues. Then you started telling me about your 2 girlfriends and your other boyfriend too. All I could see was that green-eyed monster coming through. And I got them Cheatham County blues. Love you from your hair down to your shoes. But for one you won't be true. Got them Cheatham County blues. But then you looked deep in my eyes and said, hey honey, you can have other girlfriends too. No more Cheatham County blues. Love you from your hair down to your shoes. And for loves we'll have a few. No more Cheatham County blues. No more Cheatham County blues. Love you from your hair down to your shoes. And for loves we'll have a few. No more Cheatham County blues.
And there's Biz. Here's Jared Ford.
Hey, Debbie. It was just an old brick house, about a quarter mile south. You could see it from the highway, up the hill past the Morris place. Was a creek running through the back, 2 shade trees near the firewood stack. Mom would hand me a mason jar, and I'd fetch berries out in the yard. We learned to laugh and love, got a hard lesson on the meaning of putting our faith, putting our trust right there in God's hands. Stars painted the sky at night to wish on we were down. And that's what I love. That's growing up in my hometown. Bobby was 12, I was 13. Joe was the prettiest girl you ever seen. Out to the country, store and back, past the old church, across the railroad tracks. Family ties and bonds were strong. People worked hard, sun up to sundown. You could count on the deal you made with the man's word and strong handshake. We learned to laugh and love. Got a hard lesson on the meaning of putting our faith, putting our trust right there in God's hands. The stars painted the sky at night to wish on we were down. That's what I love. That's growing up in my hometown. We were shooting BB guns at a 10, came behind the barn, chasing minnows in the creek all summer long. Where we learned to laugh and love, got a hard lesson on the meaning of putting our faith, putting our trust right there in God's hands. The stars painted the sky at night to wish on when we were down. That's what I love. That's growing up in my hometown. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Eric
guys.
Horn.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Now we got one more from Richard Triss.
I guess I'll play a new one. And by the way, if anybody can stick around for about another half hour, about another hour, you got Jimmy Payne coming up. I'll play my woman song, but he's got one that tops this. You ever heard the song, Woman, Whoa, Woman? Yeah. I sing that like Efren White, don't I? I wrote this one with Mike Cullison. We were talking about our wives, you know, what we'd change about them. Nothing. If I could build a perfect woman, she might have any color hair, curly, straight, or in ponytail. You know I really don't care. Yes, she'd have a body, thick, thin, tall, or short. If I could build a perfect woman, Lord knows where I'd start. 'Cause my perfect woman, yeah, she'd always have my back, at home and in a situation, on either side of the tracks. Yeah, my perfect woman might come in any shape or size, but she'll be picture perfect in this man's eye. If I could build a perfect woman, she'd know how to please this man. She'd know when to let me do my thing and when to take me by the hand. She'd be my laughter when I'm happy. She'd be my comfort when I'm down. She'd keep me pointed towards heaven whenever Satan comes around. Yeah, my perfect woman, she'd always have my back, at home and in a situation, on either side of the track. Yeah, my perfect woman might come in any shape or size. Yes, and she'd be the perfect woman in this man's eyes. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, now as I think about my list, I can see the truth. If I could build a perfect woman, she'd be just like you. Yeah, that's right. Yes, if I could be the perfect woman, she'd be just like you. Thank you all very much.
There's your chance.
Thank you for the clappage. Yeah, I like that. Little percussion never hurts.
Oh, we got one more from Piz.
Do you have any requests, Debbie? Anything you want to hear?
What?
Any song you want to hear in particular?
Your favorite one?
All right. This song started out as a pure... Excuse me. This song started out as a pure work of fiction about a couple years ago now. Basically, it irked me that the geography was wrong in the song Wagon Wheel. If you go through the Cumberland Gap, you end up in Middleborough, Kentucky. And you're on the wrong road to get to Johnson City, so you ain't getting there. So anyway, I wanted to use Middleborough, Kentucky correctly, and I wanted to write a song about it. So I made this fictional story up about meeting this woman up in Kentucky online. About 18 months after I wrote the song, it pretty much came true, which kind of explains how frightening my social life is after that first song I played before this one. But anyway, here we go. Well, I was feeling a little lonely, so I thought I'd make some new friends online. I met this brunette looker, she was a former beauty queen. She hailed from Middleborough, Kentucky. We talked and we chatted well for hours upon hours. Things were getting on quite well. And then she said, when are we gonna meet in real time? You gotta come to see me. Come through the gap, that Cumberland Gap. Said, you want my love, I can draw you well a map. Through the Cumberland Gap, through the Cumberland Gap. Said, you want my love, you're going through the gap. I said, wait a minute, honey, there's an airport next to me. I could fly you up from Knoxville, Tennessee. She said, no, that don't suit my fancy one bit. You gotta come to see me. Come through the gap, that Cumberland Gap. Said, you want my love, I can draw you well a map. Through the Cumberland Gap, through the Cumberland Gap. I want my love, you're going through the gap. So I relented. Well, I went and met her, she was a beauty indeed. And we made love under a star-filled sky. And while it may sound corny, we actually did roll around in some hay. And I was glad I went through the gap. Yeah, I'm glad that I followed her map. Through the Cumberland Gap, through the Cumberland Gap. Yeah, I was glad that I went through the gap. Well, that wasn't until the next morning. Well, she awoke and smiled sweetly at me and said, today will be our wedding day. What? Huh? Well, she said, you slept with me, that means you're obliged to marry me. At least the way things ought to well to be. I said, honey, I might like you, I might love you one day, but I ain't marrying you here today. Then her eyes got all wild, she turned 50 shades of red and started to rant and rave. Then she called up her brother and she called up her dad. She called up everyone in town. Well, I went to leave, but she had hidden my car keys, but she didn't know I had to hide a key. Well, I reached up under the fender and bam, I was gone, leaving smoke and rubber behind. and I ran for the Gap, that Cumberland Gap. Well, the girl is crazy, and that's a fact. Yeah, the Cumberland Gap. Yeah, the Cumberland Gap. Yeah, I ran, and I ain't ever going back.
And there's Biz. We got one more from Eric Ward.
Thanks so much, Debbie. Appreciate y'all being here. It's a pleasure to have you, and I'm always blessed to have a guitar in hand, a song, and hard to play. And it's been a pleasure playing with both of you guys.
Yeah. And are those real bullets? Everybody wants to know.
And we're going to talk in St. Louis. We're going to do some blues right here.
No, I mean bullets on your belt. They are?
Don't mess with me. No.
Okay.
No, they're fake.
You want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
The Secret Service took my bullet key fob off my key ring when I went to see the president on Tuesday.
Wow. Imagine that. I believe it, though.
And my cigarette lighter.
I believe it.
I don't know. You look like a terrorist, I'm telling you.
I'm just going to kind of get into the groove here. Should've worn that dress tonight. Looking fine, no doubt. Should've worn that dress tonight. Should've worn that dress tonight. Looking fine, no doubt. Should've worn that dress tonight. Man, it's hot in this kitchen. Should've worn that dress tonight. Looking fine, no doubt. Looking fine, no doubt. Now we better get out of here before you burn the house down. And we walk into the club, strutting and ready to roll. And every man in the joint turns his head around. But now we better get out of this place before you burn the house down. Gotta find somebody new. Can't take you nowhere. Want to take you anywhere in town, but you burn the house down. No matter where we go in town, you burn the house down. Thank you, guys.
Eric
Appreciate you being here.
Ward.
Thanks so much.
Biz and Richard Triss. Thank you, guys. All right, coming
Thank
up
you, Debbie.
next we got a featured writer. Tonight we have Jimmy Payne. Jimmy had cuts with Dottie West, Tammy Wynette, Glenn Campbell, Charlie Pride, the Glazier Brothers, Bill Anderson, Grandpa Jones, and Gary Bucket and the Union Gap. He wrote Woman, Woman.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFNCJams.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFNCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person and not listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
No, not terrible. Tolerable.
Can I hear you?
I used to think those old guys, when you ask them how they were doing, they'd say terrible, but they were saying tolerable. Some of them were tolerable, some of them wasn't. Debbie, I guess we better adjust the guitar.
Yeah, I need to hear your guitar.
Sounds good to me.
Great. Y'all give a nice welcome. Jimmy Payne.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. This song was written about guys like you've seen on stage up here tonight. And it wasn't really written about me, although I play a cameo role in it. It's called Every Dog Has Its Day. This song's about a folkie with a guitar and a dream, searching for the future in the loving rhymes he sings, starting at the bottom and going nowhere fast, in a world of greed and glitter, sometimes living in the past. He don't claim to be a cowboy or a rock and rolling stone, but he ain't always certain just where he belongs. He's nobody's fool and everybody's friend. He's a shadow in the darkness, chasing down the wind. He's a fighter and a survivor and a dreamer tried and true, reaching for the stars when he's lost all he can lose. He don't follow fads or fashion, and he ain't ashamed to pray, and he knows there'll be a time when every dog has its day. He took his share of beatings and bounced right back for more, and keeps right on believing that the battle's worth the war. You can find him on the corner in a smoky little bar, playing for the ones who still believe he should be a star. Someday he says he's gonna make it if God just gives him time, 'cause he's still got some good years left on the circuit line. And there's no sin in arriving when it's forgetting from where you came, but that ain't bound to happen when a memory's built on pain. He's a fighter and a survivor and a dreamer tried and true, reaching for the stars when he lost all he can lose. He don't follow fads or fashion, and he ain't ashamed to pray. And he knows there'll be a time when every dog has its day. Thank you.
Jimmy Payne.
Thank you all very much. I'm going to do y'all a number one song right now that had the pleasure of having recorded by Charlie Pride. I had just met this lady that would be my co-writer on this, and I was over at their house, and we were jamming, picking, singing one night, and I had an ashtray, or my cigarette. I was smoking back in those days. Well, I don't anymore, thank goodness, but I laid a cigarette in this ashtray, and during the course of that song, it just tumbled out and burned a hole in this beautiful Ethan Allen tabletop. Anyway, I really felt bad about it. She said, "Oh, don't worry about it, Jimmy. It's replaceable." And a month later, I took this song out there and wrote it with her, and we had the pleasure of having Charlie Pride to record it, and it went to number one. It goes like this. My eyes can only see as far as you. I've stopped searching all the faces in the crowd, and I don't ever want to find somebody new. I'm content with loneliness if you're not in my arms, 'cause my eyes can only see as far as you. My heart is set on loving you forever, and your love is strong enough to see me through. It'll keep me holding on to you forever, for my eyes can only see as far as you. My heart is set on loving you forever, and your love is strong enough to see me through. It'll keep me holding on to you forever, for my eyes can only see as far as you. Yes, my eyes can only see as far as you. Well, thank you so much. Too bad my eyes couldn't see that wrong chord on my guitar.
That chord sounded cool there.
Somebody asked me the other day what my favorite song out of all the ones I've written is, and I was doing a radio interview from some folks down at Brian is one of those guys that's here tonight, and it had to be this song right here, I guess, because it was what I was feeling at the time. I got the idea while I was on tour in England and wrote it on the inside of a matchbook cover. I was smoking back in those days, like I mentioned, but anyway, and came back home and wrote it 1/5 of July, and I recorded it first on an independent label, and Tom Paul and the Glazer Brothers had a top 30 record on it, and Cal Smith also recorded it on the backside of, I believe, it was the #1 record he had. But it wasn't a big hit, but it's probably my favorite song out of all the ones I've written, and it's one of those that I wrote by myself too. It goes like this. I nearly made it all the way to work this morning, then I changed my mind. There's an empty feeling in my soul that's crying from a life of marking time. I don't know if it's too late to find success or if my life can take the change, but I'm not getting any younger, and I'm feeling the weight of my chains. And my woman waits at home for me inside the safety of an aging dream. And she goes on believing in some promises that she ain't ever seen. And it would break her heart if she knew how my thoughts are tortured by the strain. God knows that I love her, but I'm feeling the weight of my chains. And I'm not looking for a pot of gold beyond some faded rainbow in the sky. I'm just trying hard to feed a hungry dream that's trying hard to stay alive. But sometimes I feel like giving up when all my efforts seem in vain. But somehow I'll keep on trying. I'm just feeling the weight of my chains. Lord knows I'll keep on trying, but I'm feeling the weight of my chains. All right, thank you. As you probably guessed it, I'm a pretty traditional country singer. Not a pretty in that respect, just pretty traditional. Well, let me get my pick here. Debbie, you know that pick you just gave me? I just dropped it. This song is from an album of mine called Pieces of Life. It's called What Time Is It in Your World? It's 6 p.m. in Denver, and the sun is going down. It's 1 a.m. in your world, in a flat in London town. I wonder if you're happy, and if I ever cross your mind. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? Soon the morning sun will wake you in the arms of your new love. Alone here in the darkness, I'm still aching for your touch. Our worlds are just as different as darkness and sunshine. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? There's more than just an ocean separating you and me. There's the warmness of your new love. And then there's our old memory. I could fly across the ocean, but I can't turn back the time. What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? What time is it in your world when it's crying time in mine? Thank you. Thank you.
Jimmy, do you have CDs with you?
Yes, I do have 3 or 4, 2 or 3 actually.
How much are they?
$10 a piece.
All right, that's a deal.
Just a bargain anywhere, isn't it?
Be sure to go up and talk to him after the show and get his CD.
I want to do y'all a song now that you probably never heard. Well, you might not have ever heard that one either, but this one's newer than that one. But anyway, a friend of mine in Belgium came up with, he wanted to write a song with me, and I had met him when I was on tour over there one time, and so we actually became friends on the phone, and I said, well, what would we write about? And he said, a time machine, like he was just waiting to write that song with somebody. I think he'd been watching some of those episodes of Back to the Future, probably. But anyway, I said, Marnix, I don't know anything about a time machine. And he said, well, I'm not really thinking about a time machine as much as I am thinking about being able to go back to places you used to live and things you used to do and people you used to see. And I thought, well, now that ought to be pretty easy to write because I live in the past half the time anyway. And so here's what we came up with. And I've been working on a recording of this. It'll probably be out in the near future in a CD of some kind. I don't need a time machine to get me where I'm going, 'cause there's an old song that can take me all the way. And when the music of my life plays gently on my heartstrings, it's like an invitation for a trip to yesterday. And I can play in the playgrounds of my memory, steal away to a place I once called home. Let me dance to the music that my heart sings, and I can always get there on the wings of a song. Sometimes I close my eyes when this old world gets heavy and drift away to some old favorite time when love for me was new and life uncomplicated. I still love to go there, if only in my mind. And I can play in the playground of my memory, steal away to a place I once called home. Let me dance to the music that my heart sings, and I can always get there on the wings of a song. Somehow an old melody always seems to carry me away. And I can play in the playground of my memory, steal away to a place I once called home. Let me dance to the music that my heart sings, and I can always get there on the wings of a song. I can always get there on the wings of a song. Thank you. This next song I wrote with a very dear friend of mine, and we'd been friends for years. He's written a lot of great songs like Country Bumpkin and Saginaw, Michigan, and so many other great songs. And I told him about this idea I wanted to write a song about the praying mothers of this world, because my mother sure was, and I know a lot of yours was too. And so we sat down and wrote this song. That's in a country gospel CD that I have with me. I only have one copy of this tonight. It's called When Mama Prayed. His name was Don Wayne, the one I was just telling you about. Daddy was a big man, but not big on religion. He dreaded Sunday morning when church time came around. 'Cause a suit and tie and white shirt weren't the kind of clothes he fit in, and us kids knew he dressed up to keep from letting Mama down. Mama wasn't very big, but she could make the devil tremble when she prayed for Jesus to take hold of Daddy's ways. And through the years she taught us that faith could move a mountain, 'cause Daddy changed a little every time Mama prayed. Satan always knew the minute Mama woke up every morning, and she got down on her knees before she started out each day. She stood up to life's trouble, standing on the rock of ages. Mama made the devil tremble when she prayed. He couldn't stand the heat when Mama prayed. Daddy raised a lot of Cain before they started raising children, but Mama laid the law down when the first child came along. She said a home ain't no place for wild and reckless living. A family tree won't grow straight if the roots ain't good and strong. Now Mama seemed to revel in fighting with the devil. She never was afraid. She said her strength came from above. And all the devil's workers were no match for one small angel. They could never linger in a house filled up with love. Satan always knew the minute Mama woke up every morning, and she got down on her knees before she started out each day. She stood up to life's trouble, standing on the rock of ages. Mama made the devil tremble when she prayed. He couldn't stand the heat when Mama prayed. He couldn't stand the heat when Mama prayed.
Jimmy Payne.
Thank you. It gets a little thirsty up here sometimes. I'm going to do y'all one more song. This one has been my biggest record and biggest song, rather, and my biggest record as well. But when I first came to Nashville, I was signed with Glazer Brothers Publishing Company, and they actually got me a live audition with Billy Sherrill at Epic Records, and he signed me to a 5-year contract with Epic. And this was my second song that I would record for Epic, and Jim Glazer had 4 lines written to it, and it turned out to be the last verse. And I wrote a melody to these 4 lines, and we sat down and wrote 2 more new verses for it. And then I recorded it and put it out, and my record was playing in Los Angeles. And Glenn Campbell was a big country music fan, and he got a lot of his songs like that off the radio and covered the artist. And that was no different with this one. He called the radio station and wanted a copy of it, so they gave it to him, I reckon. And he recorded it, but he also recorded By the Time I Get to Phoenix at the same time. And so he couldn't put both of them out, so he decided that he was more inclined to go with By the Time I Get to Phoenix. But he was good friends with Jerry Fuller, who had just signed Gary Puckett in the Union Gap, and they didn't have anything to record. And so, lucky me, huh? But anyway, Glenn said, why don't you record Woman, Woman on Your Boys? That's just the way that it came to me. I saw it in his Rhinestone Cowboy book. That's how I know he worded it. But anyway, well, I'm mighty glad he did. And they were playing in a bowling alley down in San Diego, and Jerry Fuller took this song down one Saturday to him and told him to sing it or practice on it and think very pop on it. He said there's already a country record on it. So I was still holding out for my record to become a hit, and I was a little disappointed when I first heard their record, but as it started climbing the charts with a bullet, as they say every week, and it sold 1 million by the time it reached the top 10, my countenance had changed by that time. Anyway, it goes like this. Woman, woman. Thank you. Have you got cheating on your mind? On your mind. Something's wrong between us that your laughter cannot hide, and you're afraid to let your eyes meet mine. And lately, when I love you, I know you're not satisfied. Have you got cheating on your mind? On your mind. I always pray that I won't wind up sounding like alfalfa on them high notes. I've seen the way men look at you when they think I don't see. And it hurts to have them think that you're that kind. Ba-da-da-da-da. But it's knowing that you're looking back that's really killing me. Cheating on your mind, on your mind. A woman wears a certain look when she is on the move, and a man can always tell what's on her mind. I hate to have to say it, but that looks all over you.
Jimmy Payne.
Thank y'all very much, and God bless you. Thank you.
He does have CDs. I just go over and talk to him. Get his CD. It's a great CD. Okay, coming up next, we have the Garnets. Therese Marie. Therese has a top 20 on CMT. That's by Snoop Dogg. And then Kelly's not here. Scott Sanford.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFNCJams.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFNCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear, coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WFNCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
10 years ago. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to sing all these songs because she is ill. So, sorry about that. That's you got the lesser half. This is a tune called Stranger. It all seems like it was yesterday. Feels like a dream gone by. And I can't seem to stop looking to myself that one day I'll be here looking back at all we've done together. Don't be a stranger to me. Don't leave me down on my knees. Don't make believe what I see just because I couldn't stay. And I had to move away. I can't make you feel the way that I do. Sometimes I like to know. And if it's only me who keeps memories to have what we once had alive inside the heart that I have for you. Don't be a stranger to me. Don't leave me down on my knees. Don't make believe what I see just because I couldn't stay. And I had to move away. You are my friend, you are my child. You are the joy of my life. You are my happiness through pain. I hope you never see the rain. And I'm not asking you for more. I wanna let you know that I'm by your side when you need a shoulder to cry. And when I'm gone, don't let my distance keep you away. Don't be a stranger to me. Don't leave me down on my knees. Don't make believe what I see just because I couldn't stay. And I had to move away. You are my friend, you are my child, you are the joy of my life. You bring me happiness through pain. I hope you never see the rain. Don't be a stranger to me.
The Garnets.
Thank you.
Anna the Garnet. Here's Therese Marie.
How's everybody doing tonight? I want to thank my friend Roger. Roger Dodger's here tonight. Thank you, Roger. This is a song I wrote. It's called Will I Still Have You? La la la. La 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 la. I've climbed some mountains. I've watched some fall, and I've had everything, and yet nothing at all. But if I don't have you, all I have is this empty heart. Oh, I would die for you. I'm so in love with who you are. When the sky falls, oh, the wind blows my life away, oh, the rain comes, will I still have you? La la la, la la la, la la. La la la, will I still have you? Some people tell me that I live for myself, taking love that you give me and put you back on the shelf, thinking that maybe there'd be something more. Baby, but you're still here, and it shakes me to the core. But if I don't have you, all I have is this empty heart. Oh, I would die for you. I'm so in love with who you are. When the sky falls, oh, the wind blows my life away, oh, the rain comes, will I still have you? La la la, la la la, la la la, will I still have you?
Therese Marie. And here's Scott Sanford.
My name is Scott Sanford. I've been here for a while. Just hadn't played out in a long time, so you have to forgive me. I have some great people in the audience tonight. Stephen James, who I wrote this song with, so hope you like it. Them curves look perfect where the rubber meets the road. Big block hit me up under the hood, sounds like a rumbling gold. In the front seat I got my old lady, in the back an old steel guitar. I got all the curves I need right here in this car, and I'll say, just look at that body, it's long and lean, ain't nothing like the curves of a 90-mile-an-hour machine. It will drive you crazy if crazy is your thing. You can have the makeshift wannabe, baby, but the curves are coming with me. Ain't nothing like a woman stunning from head to toe. Some of those curves are made for fun, some are just made for show. But it don't make no difference if you can't read the signs. If you ain't picking up what she's putting down, you're gonna get left behind. And you say, just look at that body, she's long and lean, ain't nothing like the curves of a 90-mile-an-hour machine. She will drive you crazy if crazy is your thing. You can have the makeshift wannabe, baby, but the curves are coming with me. Oh, yeah. I grab my 6-string, get ready for that sound. Channel just a little bit of Stevie Ray, and lay a little blues lick down. Everybody's foot starts tapping, Lord, as I get them under my spell. They follow my guitar everywhere, cause they just can't help themselves. And they'll say, just look at that body, it's long and lean, ain't nothing like the curves of a 90-mile-an-hour machine. It will drive you crazy if crazy is your thing. You can have the makeshift wannabe, baby, but the curves are coming with me. Just look at that body, it's long and lean. There ain't nothing like the curves of a 90-mile-an-hour machine. It will drive you crazy if crazy is your thing. You can have the makeshift wannabe, baby, but the curves are coming with me. You can have the makeshift wannabe, baby, but the curves are coming with me.
Scott Sanford.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
And here's the Garnettes.
All right, we're going to do a 6/8 ballad here. This is called I Try. I try to love you the best that I can every day, but sometimes I fail you. It hurts with such misery and pain, but our love will go on to grow. Lately it's been going strong. There's nothing more I can ask of you, always be true. I try to be that perfect guy who holds you close all through the nights and tries to give the best I can give despite of all my mistakes. I try, I try. Best friends forever, you mean more to me every day. You help me through times of trouble. when nobody stood by my side. Story has only begun. Thanks for your patience and care. I know you love me so much, I love you too. I tried to be that perfect guy who holds you close all through the nights and tries to give the best I can give despite of all my mistakes. I try. I care for you, you care for me. We are birds of a feather, we fly together. We're soaring through skies of hopes and dreams to fulfill. I try to be that perfect guy who holds you close all through the nights and tries to give the best I can give despite of all my mistakes. I try. Whoa, I try. Thank you very much. Thanks.
That was great. Okay, I'm going to go next. My name again is Therese Marie. I'm really happy to say that I had a song on CMT this summer. It's called He Ain't That Kind of Man, and I'm not going to sing it tonight. So what do you think about that? But I'm so happy to sing this one. This is called Closer, Much Closer to You. So.
Hey, I've been thinking, you've been on my mind. So I've been praying for some time. One thing that I've gotta say, one place that I want to stay. Closer, much closer to you, ever much closer to you. All I ever wanna do is to be much closer to you. You've had a way with my heart, feeling each missing part. When I get near you, then it starts. I wanna be closer to you. I wanna be closer to you. Could I be dreaming? Or is this real? The closer I get to you, the closer that I feel. Hey, I've been thinking, what can tomorrow hold? Changes that I've seen lately, nothing's impossible. One thing that I've got to say, one place that I want to stay. Closer, much closer to you, ever much closer to you. All I ever want to do is to be much closer to you. You've had a way with my heart, feeling each missing part. When I get near you, then it starts. I wanna be closer to you. I wanna be closer to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Therese Marie. Here's Scott Sanford.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which song I want to do next, Actually, here's what I'm going to do. This is a Japanese folk song. It's called Tu Ning. I tune because I care. Okay, so this song here, is there any veterans in the audience? I know there's one. Yeah, couple. Well, there was a song out there that was for our soldiers, and actually lots of songs out there about, when are you coming home, letters from home, and stuff about, after soldiers have been deployed. But there weren't any songs about maybe before the soldier leaves and when it does to the family and the women they leave behind. And so I wrote that song for them. It's called Coming Back. Penny for your thoughts as you lay quiet in my arms, and knowing that tomorrow I'll be gone. I don't want to leave, but Uncle Sam's waiting for me. But you can ride me anytime you want. First stop Fort Benning, then Afghanistan. Tomorrow I'm a soldier, but tonight I'm just your man. And I want to remember you like this. I want to savor every kiss, every touch of your skin, every move, every breath you take. And then I want to make love to you. That's the only thing that I want to do. And tomorrow you don't have to worry about that. Tonight I want you to love me like I ain't coming back. They say a soldier's wife will never live a normal life, 'cause every time a knock comes at the door, she'll get weak in the knees, afraid that there is news of me from a chaplain with a note from the war. But God willing, that won't be how it ends. That I'll be the one that's standing there. But baby, until then, I want to remember you like this. I want to savor every kiss, every touch of your skin, every move, every breath you take. And then I want to make love to you. That's the only thing that I want to do. And tomorrow we don't have to worry about that. Tonight I want you to love me like I ain't coming back. Hold me a little closer. Let's get a little older before I get shipped over. Then love me a little longer before I walk out the door. Because I want to remember what I'm fighting for. And I want to remember you like this. I want to savor every kiss, every touch of your skin, every move, every breath you take, and then I wanna make love to you. That's the only thing that I wanna do. And tomorrow we don't have to worry about that. Tonight I want you to love me. Tonight I want you to love me like I ain't coming back. A penny for your thoughts as you lay quiet in my arms, and knowing that tomorrow I'll be gone.
Scott Sanford.
Thanks, Debbie. Thank you.
We got one more from the Garnets.
Great tune, man.
Thanks, brother.
Okay, well, we're back here next week, next Sunday, if you want to hear Garnett's angelic voice, which is currently out of commission. So come back next Sunday, the 10th, if you want to hear that. We're going to do one last song. This is a song we just came up with recently. This is kind of autobiographical. It's supposed to be silly and kind of fun. So, not a serious song, right?
Not a serious country song?
I don't know what it is. Here it is. It's called Red Brick House.
It's in G. Okay. So she went
I'm tuned down below too. Half step.
Packed my bags and put my stuff on a U-Haul truck. Drove it way down south on the interstates. I took my wife and left my dog Suzanne behind. My mother cried and my father yelled, "Be safe!" Once a year I head back home to say hello, but the visit is only good for 3 long days. My folks watch TV all day from 8 to 8. It can get a little old, but it's okay. In Tennessee, my home with my sweetheart, bought ourselves a big old red brick house. Some days it's hard to get along, but most days we're okay, 'cause that red brick house is where I wanna stay. Here's a piano. I love Southern cooking, I love grits. Cornbread, country fried steak, well, that's the best. Hot chicken, black-eyed peas, and good old baked beans, too. We got it pretty good here, ain't that the truth? Many old friends now live far away. LA, Chicago, and near the Empire State. My wife and I may see them all from time to time, and we treasure friends that also live nearby. In Tennessee, my home with my sweetheart, bought ourselves a big old red brick house. Days it's hard to get along, but most days we're okay, 'cause a red brick house is where I wanna stay. 'Cause a red brick house is where I wanna stay. I'm a Yankee, but I hope that it's okay.
Garnetts. Good job, y'all. Adam and Garnett. We got one more from Therese Marie.
And I'm tuning because Scott cares, right? That's right.
We do it for you.
We do it for you, right? I'm gonna steal his line. Not gonna lie. That was awesome. Okay, this is called "You Don't Love Me Anymore," and I always think of that feeling, you know, like when you love somebody and then you realize they don't love you anymore, and that heartbreak and that feeling, and I'm still not tuned here, so that was kind of the feeling that I wrote this song with. What is it? Oh, E-A-D-G-B. Thank you.
And I remember the way you used to love me. You were no beginner. It was my first time in love. Now I know your heart has changed. You took me dancing in the dawn and left me in the rain. You don't love me anymore. No, you don't love me like before. You took my heart and threw it on the floor. Heaven help me with the pain, 'cause I'm gonna wanna love you anyway. Hey, hey, love you anyway, anyway, anyway. I remember the way you used to love me. Now you're cold like winter. It's such a big surprise. Was it something that I said? I cry myself alone here in this bed. You don't love me anymore. No, you don't love me like before. You took my heart and threw it on the floor. Heaven help me with the pain, 'cause I'm gonna wanna love you anyway. Hey, hey, love you anyway, anyway, anyway. And I remember the way you used to love me.
Therese Marie. We got one more from Miss Scott Sanford. Trey Ackerman and Andrew Hannigan. Y'all are up after this song.
So Debbie, you feel like singing with me?
Say what?
Debbie,
You want to sing with me on this
sing.
one?
Woo!
I'll try, and if I can.
Well, it's been a long time since I played this song.
My voice is kind of...
I'm gonna have some backup. Do what you can, man. Okay, so this song is kind of my signature song. I hadn't played this in a really, really long time because sometimes you just get tired of playing the. This is a song I was telling you guys about earlier today. You know, it's called "The Rest of My Life," And but I hope you like it. It's a great wedding song. It's early in the morning, and it's so good to see the shape of a woman wrapped up in my sheets, waiting for the sun to open her eyes. It feels like the first day of the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, for the rest of my life, everything's changed. I'm seeing things in a whole different light, and love is like rain on this desert heart of mine. Oh, and it feels like the first day of the rest of my life. Richard Trest, y'all. I got good at pretending, but I never believed that there would be a happy ending. No, no. At least not for me. I thought every good thing surely comes to an end. But now I keep searching and finding and falling and rising again and again and again for the rest of my life, for the rest of my life. Everything's changed. I'm seeing things in a whole different light, and love is like rain on this desert heart of mine. Oh, and it feels like the first day of the rest of my life. Well, I'm no good at praying, but I'm learning real fast, 'cause she's finally waking, and I've got to ask before I go losing losing nerve of my mind. Girl, what are you doing? What you doing for the rest of my life? For the rest of my life. Well, everything's changed. I'm seeing things in a whole different light. Oh, and I'm so in love. And you know, I can't deny, no, that it feels like the first day of the rest of my life. It feels like the first day, the best day, every day for the rest of my life. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for having us, Debbie. Thank you all.
Thank you, Therese Marie, the Garnets. That was Richard Trent sitting in on the harmonica. All right, we got one more round for Open Mic. This is Trey Ackerman and Andrew Hannigan.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFNCJams.com.
We're live.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFNCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great shows. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. on WFNCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a...
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
You want to go?
All right, you win. All right, I won. Always rock. Always rock. All right, well, my name is Andrew Hannigan. Thanks for having me, Debbie. This first song, it's called Rosie. We went into town, whiskey, wine, and beer. When I get going, I run my mouth, caught a stranger's ear. Didn't take much of a liking, start swinging at my nose. Where she shuffles in, yeah, two on the chin, and down it goes. Rosie, I think that I like you. Rosie, I think you're alright. Rosie, you act like I excite you. How could you leave me on that early morning light? But some say that she was a convict with a warrant out for arrest. All I ever knew was that she paid me notice. I begged, shot off bottles, drank honey wine and sang lullabies and sweet good nights. But now all that I sing is Rosie, I think that I like you. Rosie, I think you're alright. Rosie, you act like I excite you. How could you leave me on that early morning light? Well, she left town for another man, and I asked her why. She smiled like she always does and kissed me goodbye. Came back in a week or two, and I told her I was through. When she took my hand straight to the room and said, man, you got a job to do. And I'm singing, Rosie, I think that I like you. Rosie, I think you're alright. Rosie, you act like I excite you. How could you leave me on that early morning? Leave me on that early morning light. Thank you.
Good job there, Andrew.
Man, that was
Andrew
great.
Hannigan. And here's Trey Ackerman.
Thanks a lot, man. I'm going to do one that I've been working on with a friend of mine named Dee Moeller. This one's called Too Soon, so it's still kind of fresh. We're still working on it, but I'm going to try it out on you. Well, I tried everything, but you still walked out on me. And how I would give anything just to keep you here with me. But after time has gone by, we did what lovers do and said goodbye too soon. And I know you tried. Well, hell, we both just played our part. And I longed for you to see what I needed in my heart. But you never saw all the signs. So we did what lovers do. We crossed that line too soon. And yes, we tried. Still I felt all alone. Even when you were home, you weren't there. Ooh. And you promised me too that love would always be true till you left without a care.
was so on the signs. So we did what lovers do. We said goodbye too soon. Well, I tried everything, but you still walked out that door.
Thank you.
Trey Ackerman. Here's Andrew.
So I'm going to try out a new one here. Co-wrote this song with Lisa Webb and Katie Rogers, sitting right there. But yeah, it's the first test drive. We haven't really played it out before. I walked in this morning, I held my head high, didn't want you to see me with tears in my eyes. The things that are broken can't always fix with the touch of your hand or the taste of your lips. If you want to leave, I'll understand. I know it ain't easy to love a broken down man. I know I've been walking the same crooked line, but you've been a shelter for my crooked mind. If you want to leave, I'll understand. I know it ain't easy to love a broken down man. If you wanna go, I won't grab your hand. I know it ain't easy to love a broken down man. I know it ain't easy to love a broken down man.
Good job, Andrew. Here's Trey Ackerman.
So this song's one that I wrote for my wife, Karen. I traveled a lot over the years, and this was my apology to her. Well, on the road where shadows fill my head, and on the road there's loneliness ahead. And I've been so many places that it's hard to see the faces of the ones I love. Help me load above on the road. On the road where I feel the space and time, and on the road way heavy on my mind. I've got to make my next arrival. I'm gonna fight for our survival until I get back home. But when will I be home from the road? And I know it's time to say you're right. I know we fight 'cause I'm on the road. And on the road where the miles are running free, and on the road where I left her heart to bleed, I've got to find the time to go back home. Left her crying all alone with angry words for company on the road. On the road, and it's lonely on the road. On the road, lonely on the road. On the road, lonely on the road. On the road.
Jay Ackerman. Can we go one more from Andrew Hannigan? Again, Dennis Blair, Cody Tyler, Mike Ward, and Madison Edgar, y'all are up after these two songs, and open mic is one song each. And we got one more from Andrew Hannigan.
All right. This last song is called Carolina. It's about a girl. Yeah. I've never figured out how to introduce this song, but it's called Carolina. And thanks for everyone coming out. This is great to have you guys. Well, I sit by the table. It's your note that I found. It says, don't be a stranger when you come to town. And though it came undone, it's better this way. I don't want to go leaving, but I gotta go away. Carolina, you ain't so far away. Carolina, tearing my heart away. Carolina, I can't make you stay. Sometimes the longest road, that's the road we take. There's no river unwinding, there's no path that wasn't cut, there's no two destinations when you follow the ruts. And I could carry your load, I could tend to your wounds, but I know you're leaving. Hope I see you soon. Oh, Carolina, you ain't so far away. Carolina, tearing my heart away. Carolina, I can't make you stay. Sometimes the longest road, that's the road we take. Carolina, oh Carolina, 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 oh, oh, oh.
Andrew Hannigan. Coming up, one more from Trey Ackerman.
Okay. My wife and mother-in-law here, and this is a little story that includes them. My mother-in-law was doing genealogy and found her great-great-grandmother's arrest record for lewd behavior and selling liquor. So I told my wife, I go, man, that sounds like a bluegrass song. And she goes, we'll call it Run, Granny, Run. So my wife and I wrote this one together. Run, Granny, run. Run, Granny, run. Granny made her liquor in the hills of Tennessee. No one could get enough of her family recipes, and the town would bring her sugar just to help us all get by. But the revenuers knew that Granny wasn't making pie, so the law made a plan to take old Granny down. They'd throw her in the wagon and haul her back to town. But after years of trying just to bring old Granny in, well, they had never brought her running to an end. Run, Granny, run. Selling all that liquor before the morning comes. Well, she knew it wasn't legal, but she didn't give a damn. And cooking in the kitchen never was her daddy's plan. With corn and maple sugar, both in her recipes, her secrets passed down through the family. Oh, run, run, Granny, run. run, Granny, run.
Trey Ackerman,
There we go.
Andrew Hannigan. Good job, y'all.
Thank you.
That's a great round. Okay, open mics next. It's one song each. We have Dennis Blair, Cody Tyler, Mike Ward, Madison Edgar. Y'all coming up.
You're listening to Music City's finest on the Nashville Songwriters Radio Network, NSRNlive.com.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor. We're excited to announce a brand new live show coming to you each and every Friday night. In the House with Jerry J. Thomas at the Grinder House in Crossville, Tennessee. Coming to you live each and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. only on WFNCJams.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Hey, this is Mark the DJ Doctor coming to you from WFNCJams.com. We have another great show we want you to hear coming to you live from the Commodore Grille, West End. You're going to be listening to Debbie Champion's Songwriter Round. Great entertainment, great show. Make sure you check it out in person. If not, listen to it live each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at WFNCJams.com.
You are listening to WFMC Jams.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com.
Stay focused. Now that's a major key alert.
Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hello, thank you for listening to WFMCJams.com, Internet Radio. We want to make sure that you listen to some more great music coming from Opry Mills Mall the first Saturday of every month, live on WFMC Jams, hosted by PCG. It is Opry Mills Unplugged. You can hear them from 1 o'clock to 5 p.m., again, first Saturday every month, here on WFMCJams.com.
Hi, I found a toy dinosaur over on the playground by Smith Street. It had this phone number on it, and, well, I just wanted to make sure the dinosaur made it back to its little owner.
When I found the little sippy cup, I just had to give you a call. It's for a kid, you know?
I know my son gets super attached to the smallest things, even a fire truck, and I'd be happy to drop it off.
We'd do anything for kids, yet 1 in 6 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Learn more at feedingamerica.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
The Midnight Madness Show is a show dedicated to songwriters and artists alike. You never know who is going to be here or what's going to happen, so tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Sing along and have a great time hanging out with us.
Today we decided to walk to school. At the corner, we waited to cross the street. The stoplight counted down. 15, 14,
31, 13.
We took a left on Carroll Garden Street.
Garden Street?
Loud music was coming from a car. Danny's a smart kid, but he gets so distracted.
There were so many other sounds, I didn't know what to focus on.
And now the Songwriters Round at the Commodore Grill on NSR Live.
This is a song, there's a contest called the Indie Music Channel Awards, and it just came in first place for the country music category, and we're very happy about that. And they're playing it in Europe now, in Australia, and New Zealand, and maybe someday here. It's called A Long Time. Baby, you've been gone now for a long time, a long time. I know I've got to move on, 'cause it's been a long time. Long time. Someone tell me, how do you move on when you find the perfect one and you let her slip away? Does that ever feel okay?
not for a long time. Long time. Crazy, I guess it's crazy to wanna hold on to a memory. But what else do I have now that makes me feel how you used to make me feel? If it gives me a moment of comfort to imagine that she'll be walking through that door like 1,000 times before, but not for a long time. A long time. Oh, yeah. Someone tell me, how do you move on when you find the perfect one and you let her slip away? Does that ever feel okay? Not for a long time. Long time. Not for a long time.
Dennis Blair.
Thank you.
Here's Madison Edgar.
Hi guys, my name is Madison Edgar.
Gotta get in your mic, please.
And this song I wrote the first time that I got my heart broken. And so I'm going to dedicate this song to anyone who has ever had their heart broken before, which is most of us. This song is called Maybe. Maybe I'm a little naive to think that he wouldn't break me. And for the second time, but I got lost in his eyes, and that mistake is on me. Maybe I'm a little gullible to think that he actually cared. It could be I trust too much, but I like to think he's just not trustworthy. Maybe I'll find another guy who might actually treat me right. Maybe I'll find another guy who dreams of me when he sleeps at night. Maybe I'm just a stupid girl who got lost in his little world. Well, show me for believing he could ever love a girl like me. Maybe I live in a fantasy where I see good in everything, even him, and maybe I still do. I guess that's why I had it coming. Maybe find another guy who might actually treat me right. Maybe, 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 maybe I'll find another guy who dreams of me when he sleeps at night. I'm gonna find a boy who looks at me the way I looked at him. Maybe, maybe I'll find another guy who might actually treat me right. Maybe, 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 maybe I'll find another guy who dreams of me when he sleeps at night. Maybe, maybe I'll find another guy who might actually treat me right. Maybe, 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 maybe I'll find another guy who dreams of me when he sleeps at night. Thank you.
Madison Edgar. And here is Mike Ward.
So I'm Mike Ward. I'm here from Detroit. This song is, I tend to ask a lot of questions that can't always be answered. This is called We Wonder. It's going to be the title track of a new CD that'll be released on the end of June. You begin your life before you begin to swim, but remember, the water was there before you. So don't abuse it, use it in the right way. Games are here to play tomorrow and today, but remember not to cheat, for the day goes by, you're bound to get beat. And you wonder about the wind, will it ever blow your way again? As your teeth fall in, as your hair grows thin and you commit your sins, walk your life on needles and pins, you wonder, yes you wonder. I tend to see the humor in things other people don't, and I have this life all to my own. Still don't know what it takes to be alone. An old man's story of a young man's dream, it's about the saddest thing I've ever seen. It's about the saddest thing I've ever seen. And you wonder, will it ever be the same? Will the days be long and hot, cold again? As your tears fall out and you try to shout, your voice gets cracked by a meaningless doubt. You wonder, yes you wonder. 4th of July, every girl and guy is dancing in the street. Ain't nobody home, ain't nobody gonna work, nobody gonna roam. Well, life is rough and life is tough, life just isn't long enough. But remember, we all get along, and someday, Lord, we'll all be gone. And you wonder about the dead. Are we what we were, or what we said? And as we crumble up, stumble down, nobody cares if we make a sound. We wonder, Yes, we wonder. Thank you.
Mike Ward.
Thank you.
And our last song for the night, y'all give it up for Cody Tyler.
All right, so I'm coming all the way from Reading, Pennsylvania, so thank you all for having me. Been on the road for about a week, came from Galax, Virginia today, and this is my first time in Nashville, so thanks for having me and thanks for being here. This one I wrote on a plane home from Los Angeles to Atlanta, Georgia, after I got cut from the casting process for The Voice. Last year I made the top 150, they flew me to LA and didn't make the blind audition, but I'm gonna keep grinding it out because there's songs like this out there yet.
You won't see my name in marquee lights or in the spotlight loud and bright. I'm on this gypsy convoy, and don't you know this old boy is gonna be in Atlanta tonight. If you wanna find me anytime soon, I'll be in a smoky old bar room, breaking up the fights, hoping I'll survive the night, be headed home in the morning light. When I hit the stage, I'll get high. Really, I'm just another guy. Do what I can to keep from sinking, 'cause loving you's like drinking from a still that never goes dry. I hope you'll be there when I get home. I'll come home dirty and smell of smoke. I'll lay you down real easy upon that mountain breezy. Lay under the pines and have a toast. Now I'm over Mississippi, you're probably on the ground. Come out to sing them songs, but they don't like my sound. So who the hell needs LA? I like it colder anyway, to warm you up when I lay you down. When I hit the stage, I'll get high, yeah. Really, I'm just another guy. I'll do what I can to keep from sinking, 'cause loving you's like drinking from a still that never goes dry. From a still that never goes dry. From a still that never goes dry.
Cody Tyler.
Thank you.
Good job, Cody. That concludes our Writers' Night. We want to thank all of you for coming out. Great round, y'all. Great having Mike tonight. Thank you, Brian Howell. We're live on the internet tonight. You can go back and watch the show in the archives if you'd like to see it. WFMCJams.com. Be sure to take good care of Becca, Cindy, Corey, Todd, our bartender. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow night.